Why, yeah? Why the recording stop and recording? Am I audible, my dear Prabhus and mothers?
Oh, you are.
Yes, audible, Prabhu.
Huh?
Yes, you're audible, Prabhu.
No, why suddenly the thing stopped and on again? Did I lag? Any lagging I just now know, huh?
No, Prabhu. No.
Oh, okay. Did you heard that recording stop and recording continue?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
Technical issue, bro.
Oh, okay. All right. So, okay. Anyway, in Bhagavad Gita, we study the three mode of material nature, mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance. Chapter what? Chapter 14, if I'm not mistaken. But all these three mode of material nature is still within the material mode. Even you are in the mode of goodness, but still in the material mode. Okay. The condition is you'll be happy and all this. All right. There's a conditioning in these three mode. But here we are talking about what is mentioned here. Bhakti Vinod Thakur is writing. He said that all these will disappear. So when all these Sattva Guna, Raja Guna and Tama Guna disappear, then you go to the level of the spiritual attribute in the heart of Krishna. So what are you going to do? You achieve the transcendental mode. Transcendental beyond this material condition of life. Okay. Okay. Now let's continue today's discussion. Then again, when there is a happy union of the name, form, and attributes of Krishna, the devotee in their bhajan see them. Okay. When there is a happy union. So that means when you start to really go deep into the name, form, and attributes, okay, of Krishna, the devotee, what they call the devotees in their bhajan, that means those who are devotee who are performing that bhajan can be start to see them. Okay, they can see them. What they see them? They see them. They see the lila pastime of Krishna is awakened by the grace of Krishna. So that means now we are reading about it. But the awakening of this bhajan is only can be by the grace of Krishna. Okay, by the grace of Krishna in their pure heart. As soon as they are absorbed in deep and easy natural meditation. What does that mean? Okay. All right. You're talking about, so once all this is possible when, okay, as soon as they are absorbed in deep but easy. Deep and easy natural meditation. So chanting the holy name is considered the natural meditation. It doesn't take a lot of effort. You just need to sit down and chant the name. That's all. The holy name then dances incessantly on their tongue. Okay. The holy name, what happened? They dance incessantly on their tongue. Incessantly, as we understand, ever flowing, no hindrance. Okay. Then incessantly on their tongue, the form of Krishna is visible to their soul's eye. So that means in the soul's eye, that means in your original form, you could see the form of Krishna. You can see all the attributes of Krishna. Observe in their heart, and bud of lila blooms. What is bud? What does this mean? We read that day, right? Okay. First, when we start to chant, it's just the bud level. Muttu, pu muttu. The flower bud. So we just slightly open, then fully bloom, right? So the bud will open when we are come to this level. So Rupa Goswami is mentioning that attributes of Krishna, observe their heart and the bud of Leela start to blossom in their soul. While what? They are buried in meditation. Buried in meditation means what? Huh? What is buried? Put them into the soil and close it. Okay? So buried. So buried in meditation means what? When the person go deep into the meditation. When they start to chant Hare Krishna, when everything start to manifest, they go so deep and they start to see in the all the leelas and everything. That's when the bud of leela will start to bloom. Okay, meditation is also called concentration. paying attention. That's why I said to do the what they call journal. Every day put a journal. Just in the journal, write down what was your hindrance in your japa. Out of the 10 offenses, which offense did you break? You know, sometimes it's total waste of time. Recently, I've experienced some very what they call disturbing situation, which is so mundane. Mundane means it's so silly. It is not a problem at all. But that mundane situation affected everything. But thank God, but of course, then I start to make in the journal I wrote, what are the incident, how I reacted. So now, other than that, then after that, I ask myself, is it worth it or not? A day in forgetfulness is the most dangerous thing in life. They say you should not stay without kanti mala on your neck. Even when you go to the toilet or you go to the bath, you should not be without kanti mala. Once Prabhupada saw his disciple not having kanti mala, he asked, where's your kanti mala? He said, broken. Get it string and put it back. Never you dare to stay without a kanti mala. Kanti mala is a protection. Because we don't know at which moment the death going to knock our door. We are not sure. So the kanti mala is a protection. Never ever be without a kanti mala. Similarly, not a day that you should pass without chanting the holy name. But at that moment of agitation, you chant the holy name mechanically. That's why sometimes you need to have a friend. You need to have a friend that who can talk to you, advise you, or have a conversation with you sometimes when we have challenges. So I'm fortunate to have Raja Prema as my buddy. So whenever I go through something or he goes through something, we always discuss. Like that, you must have a buddy, a friend. Okay? But make sure the friend is matured and the friend is your favorable, not any Tom, Dick, and Harry. Okay? So in that, we must write. Okay? So what are the things that this thing? First of all, I realized for the past few days, the problem is because of Prajalpa. Prajalpa means what? Talking nonsense, talking unnecessarily. Because we try to prove the speaking, conversation skill, or the skill of putting up, sometimes Prajalpa, nonsense. And because of that Prajalpa, everything starts. Then I start to realize, go deep into my Prajalpa. Where did the Prajalpa come from? Okay, all this while I never had a social media. But for the past few months, I have opened up my Facebook because I need to post things, for my business and also for preaching. They said that you need to have a social media, and I started. But that social media, what happened? When we are trying to look for something, we are attracted to something, especially the reason they hate speech. That illegal temple, destroying the temple. Reading it and getting agitated. Reading it, getting agitated. So in what they call in Nectar of Instruction, Prabhupada explained, Prajalpa is also reading newspaper. Even reading newspaper is Prajalpa.
Haribol jammed already, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, we can't hear you. ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா பிரபுவோட கம்ப்யூட்டர் கிராஷ்டுன்னு போட்டிருக்கிறாரு மாதாஜி. பிரபு இன்னும் கொஞ்ச நேரத்துல வந்துருவாரு.
Okay, Mataji.
All right. Okay, am I audible?
Yes, Prabhu, you're audible, Prabhu.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Mataji. Don't know what happened to my computer. Nonsense. My children, they just give me a sec. Okay. Okay. So where was I? Yeah. What was I saying? So what is the cause? What is the core of the problem? The core is because that means I identified because of that social media. So the Prajalpa, everything have a cause where the thing starts. So we have to be very careful. Okay, we have to be very careful where it starts. So because I do this, what they call journaling, I start to realize, okay, I start to realize where actually it went wrong. So that's why I'm saying journaling is very, very important. So please do your journaling every day to check and balance that where do you actually stand. Okay, now, so if pure heart, as soon as that means the holy name then dances incessantly on their tongue. It is really worth it. You know, it's really worth it. And the form of Krishna is visible to their soul's eye. All the attributes of Krishna observe in their heart. Okay. Oops. Okay. And the bud of Leela blooms in their soul while they are buried in meditation. Okay. So now let's look at this. Am I lagging or what? No,
No, Prabhu, you're
I'm
clear.
not.
You're
Oh,
clear.
clear. No, because I sent the computer for service. And I don't know why suddenly the thing disappeared and okay, anyway. So in this stage, okay, now this, yes?
Okay, Prabhu. Audible, Prabhu.
Who's that? Ira, IRA.
Yeah, Rajendran.
Oh, okay, welcome. I was wondering where were you? Okay, so that means okay, now in this stage, what stage? The stage where you are deeply buried in meditation, where the thing dance incessantly in their tongue, where the form of Krishna is visible to the soul's eye. Okay, in that situation. Okay, let's see. Okay, in that situation, in this stage, 5 conditions of the practicing devotee are to be noticed. Okay, please, I heard someone is not muted. Please kindly mute that. All right. So, in this stage, 5 conditions. Rajendra Prabhu, can you mute Prabhu if you don't mind? Okay, help. All right, I'm mute ready. Okay. Now, in this stage, 5 practice. Okay, in this stage, okay, what happened? In this stage, that means the stage I mentioned just now, there you can see 5 conditions of the practicing devotees can be noticed. Yesterday, we gave some example about eating, about the way they talk and everything. But now, let's see what Bhakti Vinod Thakur is saying. So, number 1 is Sravana Das. Number 2, Varana Das. Number 3, Smarana Das. Number 4, Appana Das. Number 5, Prapana Das. So that means these 5 conditions of the practicing devotee are to be noticed, should be noticed. That means they're giving us this, thing, okay, it can be noticed. All right. So now, the happy mood which the devotee feels at the time of listening to the object of pursuit and the means of hearing from the lips of true spiritual preceptor may be called as Shravana Das. Okay. Do you understand this? Is it straightforward or need explanation? Hello? No need explanation, eh?
Okay, Prabhu.
So you got this phrase, eh? Saki Mataji, you got it? Okay. Anyway, I will just explain this quickly. The happy mood, when the devotee feels by the time they are listening to the object of pursuit. What is the object of pursuit? That means Krishna. Okay, the object of, that means pursuit means the end of what is our destination goal. So the object of pursuit. Okay, and the means of hearing. That means hearing attentively, where from the lips of a true spiritual master. Okay, these are the one type of devotee is called as Sravana Das. This is one of the things that you can observe. Okay, now in this stage, every bit of knowledge, every small bit of knowledge about how to chant the holy name without committing any offense to him, and the process and fitness of chanting the holy name is gained. Okay, so now this facilitates, that means this give you opportunity to continuity of the holy name. So now this is the people who are under Sravana Das. So those people in Sravana Das, what happened? Every bit of knowledge, a little knowledge, they immediately note down about how to chant the holy name. And secondly, without making any offense. Okay, and also the process and fitness, the process of it and the fitness, the practice of it. Practice chanting the holy name. That's when it's gained. And these give them the opportunity, facilitates continuity of the holy name. That means when a person starts chanting, they can just go on, continue chanting. Okay. When fit to receive it. When fit to receive it means what? When a person is fit to accept initiation, accept the Maha Mantra. Okay, then what it says? The strung together beats. The strung together beats means what? Your japa mala. Your japa mala is all strung together. Okay, so strung together beats of Nama Prema. Nama Prema can be had from Sri Gurudev. You got it? When a person fit to receive it, the strung together beats of Nama Prema. So all the beats like that, all strung, all Nama Prema. That means every word, every beat is Prema. What Prema? The Prema of the holy name. So when we hold the beats, that means we are chanting, we are receiving, we are experiencing the ecstatic or the pure love. Okay, Nama Prema. So it can be had, you can have it from Sri Gurudeva. from the spiritual master. Example, the disciple with every delight. The disciple with every delight. That means the disciple with great ecstasy from the deepest recesses of his heart. Okay, what does that mean? The disciple with every delight. That means total excitement. Delight means total happiness. Or in other words, we also can call ecstasy. Okay, that every delight that comes from the deepest recesses of the heart. That means from the bottom of your heart. What they do? Cordially welcome. They happily welcome. Cordially means welcome, happily. We can happily welcome the boon of surrendering himself to the feet of Sri Guru for pure unalloyed bhajan. What does that mean? So that means he cordially welcome, happily welcome the boon of surrendering himself. So that means if you can surrender yourself, it's a boon. Boon and a varam. சரணாகதி அடையிறது ஒரு வரம். அந்த சரணாகதி அடையிறதுக்கு வாய்ப்பு இருக்கு. அந்த வரம் உங்களுக்கு கிடைக்கும். You get the boon to surrender to the lotus feet of Sri Guru. For what? For pure and unalloyed bhajan. Unalloyed bhajan, that means it's like continuous bhajan. Then receives invigorating strength, and invigorating strength means you receive like unlimited power, strength, and faculty from him. Unlimited power, strength, power, and faculty. Faculty means the environment, the situation. All right, or the place. That's why in some, so you go to the university, faculty of science, faculty of pharmacy. That means the place. It's an area of learning, the department of learning. So you get the receive the invigorating strength. That means the unlimited strength, and also the opportunity, the place to learn. Faculty from him. From who? From Sri Guru. So this is called as Varanadas. So Varanadas, in other words, the choice of Sri Guru for bhajan by the acceptance of the holy name and strength from him. That means we receive the thing. First is when we listen from a pure devotee, creates ecstasy. Okay, what we call that as smarana. No, what das is that? Sravana das. Second, Varana das, when we receive the blessings from Guru. The Guru give you pure name, give you strength and the faculty to learn. Okay, the choice of Sri Guru for bhajan by the acceptance of the holy name and the strength from him. Now, remembrance, contemplation, concentration. You remember, you contemplate, you remember something, then you contemplate, you try to talk to yourself. All right, the concentration, then you concentration. After that, constant meditation and trance, final beatitude. So trance means samadhi, not like the trance you see in Taipusam when people start dancing, and not that kind of trance. Trance means you are fully absorbed. Every fiber in your body will be trembling. That's the situation where you lose control. You feel everything acts independently. Your eyes, your body, your conscious mind, intelligence, ego, would not be able to control your physical body. The subtle body could not maintain your physical body. At that moment, you are fully under the spell. You are fully under the spell of spiritual ecstasy. Your real Svarupa in your heart, that means the soul, your real soul, that means you are manifesting in your pure original self. What controls our physical body? Subtle body. And where is the control start from? From the mind. And the mind always talk to intelligence. The mind and intelligence always converse to make a decision. And it gives to Ahankar, ego. Ahankar controls the physical. Sometimes when people come and say, hey, Padita Tarna, you're a bloody fool. When I hear that, what will happen? The process starts in my mind. The intelligence says to the mind, hey, do you know that actually he's calling me a bloody fool? And the mind says, but give me evidence. That means saying that you are a fool, you are useless, you are this and that. And the mind, oh, this the thing. Then the mind gives instruction to the ahankar. And ahankar will start to react. How the ahankar react? Ahankar react through our physical body. You dare to call me a fool? Who are you? All the body will start, all the fighting, all from ahankar. But here, the mind become disabled, the intelligence become disabled, and the ahankar become disabled, and the body will start to act whimsically. In other words, in English, we call the runaway train. The runaway train means what? Imagine you on the train running and you jump out. What happened? No way you can stop the train. It's a very dangerous thing. They call runaway train. The train runs in a high speed, but there's no driver. It's out of control. So in that great ecstasy, we go out of control, and that they call as trance, where the real constitutional self is manifesting. Okay, so that means remembrance, contemplation. There's a question here. Contemplation na sindikiradu. Okay, Mataji, are you there?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Contemplation means thinking about it. சிந்திக்கிறது. ஒரு விஷயத்தை எடுத்து நம்ம சிந்திக்கிறோம். இது ஏன் அப்படி இருக்கு? ஆராயிறது.
Okay, Prabhu.
ஆராயிறது எப்படின்னா, ஆராயிறது ரீசர்ச். ஆனா இது சிந்திச்சு சிந்திச்சுக்கிட்டே ஆராயிறது.
Okay,
சோ
Prabhu.
கேள்வியும் உங்க மைண்ட்ல இருந்து வரும், பதிலும் உங்க மைண்ட்ல இருந்து வரும். அதான் contemplation.
Oh, okay, Prabhu.
கேள்வி நீங்க கேக்குறீங்க, ஏன் இந்த மாதிரி நடக்குது? ஓகே, இப்படி அப்போ வந்து நான் இன்னைக்கு கிளாஸ்ல கேட்ட மாதிரி இப்படி, ஓ அப்படின்னா வந்து இந்த விஷயத்த நான் இப்படிதான் செய்யணும். கேள்வியும் நீங்க கேட்டுக்கிறீங்க, அந்த கேள்விக்கு ஆராயும் நீங்க பண்ணிக்கிறீங்க, அந்த ஆராய்ச்சி பதிலும் நீங்க சொந்தமா எடுத்துக்கிறீங்க. That's what they call questioning, investigating, getting the answer true from yourself. Contemplation. Okay.
Okay, thanks, Prabhu.
Okay. So then you go into trance. These are called the 5 process of smarana. Smarana means what? Thinking, remembering. From remembrance, the holy name. Now, the devotee thinks of the form which gives him steady conception of attributes. Okay. Now, what happened? Again, let's recap again. Number 1, the what they call Sravana Das. You receive intelligence. You receive knowledge about holy name from a pure devotee. After you hear from the pure devotee, you go into ecstasy. You say, yes, I want to do it. I want to chant. Then your conviction is been intensified by Varana Das. That means you go and approach a spiritual master. The spiritual master initiates you into the mantra. After you go into that mantra, then by contemplating, by chanting, contemplating, thinking, you go to the last level, the highest level of what? Trance or samadhi. Okay, so this is one by one. So they are looking at from these will appear, from these will appear. All right. Now from smarana, let's see what is appana. Okay, from smarana we are coming to the level of appana. So that means what? That means once the devotee, okay, from remembrance, smarana, what happened? The devotee thinks of the form. Now they can think of the form of Krishna. Okay, we studied that in Nectar of Devotion, how the lotus feet looks like. What type of dhoti he wears? He wears a yellow dhoti, and there's another covering on the waist. And on the waist, there is a belt made of jewel. And above that, there is he stands in 3 banga. Okay. Then we see he have flute. How many types of flute we have? Anyone can recall?
3, Prabhu.
3. What are they?
Venu, Murali, Vamsi.
Vamsi, correct. Venu, flute Murali, and flute Vamsi. You know, trust me. If you know this thing, when you see Krishna, wow, I mean, it's amazing feeling. Like the day, last Saturday, I went for an opening ceremony, okay, of one temple in Puchong, right? So there, I went there, I saw the Krishna was so beautiful. But when I saw the flute, that's not the flute. Krishna having the wrong flute when beside Radharani, But of course, I didn't say anything to anyone. I said, hey, how come he's having a Venu flute when he's with Radharani? And this simple remembrance, Prabhus and mothers, it gave me so much of ecstatic feeling. So trust me. Okay, anyway, I don't want to go into the details. So that means the devotees start to think in the form. Okay. If I use Venu, I'm rearing the cow and I'm with my friends. I'm Krishna with his friends. When he's with his Murali, when he want to attract all the gopis and Radharani. When he goes into Rasalila, he used Vamsi. And Vamsi got how many types? How many types of Vamsi? Saki Mataji?
மறந்துட்டேன் பிரபு.
Vamsi got 3 types.
Yes.
Yes or not?
I think,
One is
yeah,
very long. One is this. Another one is bedecked. There's the back got something, like these kind of things. So when we can remember all that, so this is called the devotee thing, the form
So,
which.
Venu.
Another? You are breaking. Anyway.
அப்ப மத்த ஃப்ளூட்லாம் வந்து ஒரு ஜெனிஸ் தான் ஜஸ். இது மட்டும் தான் 3 ஜெனிஸ் அப்போ.
Yeah, that's what we read, right? The day.
ஆமா
We got one which is 6 inches long, right?
The shortest one.
The shortest one, and the second one is Murali. All right, Murali is long, got 6 and plus 1 at the bottom, right? So every note he call one person. This note he call Visakha will run. Another note Radharani will come. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Vamsi for what? For Rasalila when you're dancing. He cannot call one by one. When he play Rasalila, suddenly press the wrong chord. What will happen?
Finish.
Imagine Krishna separated himself with what? Millions of gopis dancing with them. Suddenly he press one wrong button. Radharani, all will go. So like that. Anyway, so that's why he used Vamsi. Vamsi is very long. He'll be dancing,
Yeah.
And also we read another thing. Remember the garland. You remember the garland?
ஆமா பிரபு. ராஸ்லீல டைம்ல காலன் கீழ வரைக்கும் இருக்கும். மத்த டைம்ல வந்து முட்டி கீழ வரைக்கும் இருக்கும்.
Okay. முட்டிக்கு கீழ இருக்கும் until the foot.
Yeah.
Kaale. When he will wear that garland?
ராஸ்லீல பிரபு.
Rasalila. Because he'll be dancing with a long garland. That means not only his dress dances, even the garland also dances with him.
Yeah.
So when we see that he's having a long garland, we understand now Krishna in the Rasalila mood. When we see a garland up to the knee level, he's in an official mood. When you see that he's having a garland up to the waist, he's at home. Okay.
நல்ல இண்டிகேஷன் பிரபு.
Yeah. Beautiful, right? Fantastic. Yeah. So that means when we think that Krishna form and gives him, what happened? This when he give him a steady conception of all the attributes. That means all the pastime.
எங்க இருந்து வராருன்னு கண்டுபிடிச்சிடலாம்.
இல்ல என்ன மூட் அந்த deities என்ன மூட்ல இருக்காங்கன்னு பார்க்கலாம்.
Yeah.
That's why when you see the deities, especially like Radha Krishna, when they are fully dressed with like in Mayapur. Okay, see, I'm looking at Radha Madhava deity in front of me. All right, you see his garland is so long until they need to put it aside.
Yeah.
Up to his knee level, yes. Because he with all the Sakis, Ashta Saki, having good time dancing. Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhu.
My forms are very long. Is there any short? Okay. Anyway, okay, now. So, conception, attribute, pastime. So, these steady conception. That means once your conception become very steady, that means your sight and your understanding, That means you're concepting. Okay, now I'm imagining Krishna. So now the imagination is called conception. Becomes steady. You got a steady vision, clear vision. Okay? Clear vision of what? His attributes, his pastimes. So then what these will give? This gives him a firm conviction. He's very much convinced. To what? To pursuing the Leela of Krishna. Yes or not, Mataji? You just said it.
Yes, Prabhu.
Just by one garland, one flute, you know, we understand what mood Krishna is. So it gives him a firm conviction of pursuing the Leela of Krishna.
Yes,
Then, when you are there, you have a chance of having entrance in the Leela. Then he is completely absorbed in Krishna Rasa. Wow. I'm having a goosebump. You know?
nice.
So this is called as Apanadas. Can you see? Number one, listening from a pure devotee. Number two, receiving from Guru. Number three, remembering. And that remembrance, you go into trance. From the trance, you go into looking at all the Krishna Leela and all these things. You are going into Apanadas. Okay? Now, by these stages of Smarana, Appana, that means from Smarana, remembrance, and you're going into Appana, getting into the Leela, what happened? The devotee can know and adore the eternal and daily Leela of Krishna in 8 different periods. So, in the level of Smarana and Appana, devotee can know and adore. Adore means appreciate. Appreciating, I adore your beauty. I appreciate your beauty. Adoring, adorable. Okay, beauty and appreciation. So we can know and adore what? The eternal daily Leela. One day, Krishna got 8. That's why they call 8 different periods. What do you call that 8 different periods? Can anyone tell me? What is that 8 different kind of period?
Astangal.
Huh?
Astangal.
Ashta what?
Astangal.
Takala.
Ashtakala, correct. Ashtakala, 8 kala. So, for the calculation in Bhajana Rahasya, the book Bhajana Rahasya says what? The first kala, for calculation, they start from midnight, 12. 12 to 3, what happened? I think we discussed that before. 3 to 6. That's why 12 to 3, Krishna is having a very great ecstatic moment with Radharani and Gopis. And they'll be resting from 3 to 6. That's the time they are resting, you know, and they'll be in great ecstasy. And that time when you do Mangala Arati, what happened? You do Tulsi Puja and Guru Puja, Krishna will give you everything. If you think your life really sucks, you don't know what to do with your life. You think everything, what you do, everything is inauspicious. The one and only remedy, not to roll on the ground, not to go on the 9 planet, not to go and bathe in all these all the rituals, throw it away. Simply wake up at 3 o'clock and perform your Mangala Arati. That's why Prabhupada put a standard 4 a.m. But what is the standard of Mangala Arati? 1.5 hours before the sunrise. So in Malaysia, the Mangala Arati at 6 o'clock. But what did Prabhupada say? Do it at 4 o'clock. Why? Now we understand. Because if you perform your Mangala Arati at 4 a.m., and that's when Krishna complete his Leela, and in that great ecstasy and tiredness, and is very happy, in that extremely ecstatic happy moment, whatever you ask, Krishna will give. If you just go and stand before Krishna, my dear Prabhu, what do you want? My dear Mataji, what do you want, my dear? Tell me. I don't want anything. You don't want everything? You don't want anything? No, I just don't know. I don't know what to ask. I don't know anything. Since you don't know anything, I give you everything. Isn't that a fantastic deal? That's why Prabhupada put a standard at 4 a.m. Now we understand. That's why the detailed studies, okay, Mataji, Sakima, this is contemplation. இப்போ நான் சொன்ன இதான் contemplation. Now the question is, now we understand Ashtakala, and now we understand why Prabhupada put at 4 o'clock. But there in his book, he wrote 1.5 hours before the sunrise. புரியுதா? Are you there?
புரியுது பிரபு.
Now இதான் contemplation.
Okay, பிரபு.
Prabhupada எழுதுறது 1.5 மணி நேரம் சூரியன் உதிக்காத மணிக்கு மங்களாத்தி. அப்ப நான் கணக்குக்கு மலேசியால 6 மணிக்கு.
ம்.
Because the sun rises in Malaysia at 7:20. But that means we do Bangladesh at 6 o'clock. But why did Prabhupada say at 4 o'clock? And he says, first you start to sing. Sangsara dava nalalida loka. Tranaya karunya ganat ganatvam. Glorify the Guru. Without the Guru mercy. Okay? What is Guru mercy? What does is that? Varana das. The Varana das, Guru. I got the mercy of my Guru. And after that, we do Tulsi Puja. After the Tulsi Puja, after we complete the Tulsi Puja, and that's when your mind can be fully absorbed, and you do Smarana, remembering all the past times and start to chant. Then you go into Samadhi. Then Apana, right? So, when you look, so like that. So that means after all this, that means what is it means? In other words, with the where is it? Okay, with the Smarana and Apana, okay, with these two, the devotee now can understand the 8 different period. After 6 o'clock, what happened? Krishna go and get ready. They all have to run back to the house. Afraid, the elders in the family get up because they all, it's a kind of, well, the Leela is beautiful. You know, they all got a husband, they all run, Krishna got his family and everything, all sneak out at night, go and have fun, dance. When the sun rises, all run back home. So that means 12 to 3, 3 to 6. Then 6 to 9. What happened? That's the time where he gets ready, dress up everything. And what we do deity greetings. Govindam, Adi Purusham. That's the time we do deity, because Krishna ready and is coming out to give darshan. We are greeting the Lord, my dear Lord. That's when Krishna will show his majestic, kingly pastime. Okay? Then after that, 9, then 9 to 12. And after that, what do you put from 9 to 12? What he does? He take all the cows for rearing. That's the time he takes the cow and go to the forest. Everybody in Vraja will come out and see the beautiful sight. At that time, you know what they do? There's a story about the newly married girl. The daughter, the sister-in-law and the mother-in-law says, you don't come out. You stay inside. There's one black snake is coming. The black snake is very dangerous. You come, the black snake will strike you and you're poisoned. You'll lose everything. And she was wondering. And she heard that Krishna is coming. And all they locked her inside. But every gopis all went out and see. Then this particular girl, gopi girl, she opened the window and she looked in. Who's that black snake? And he saw Krishna. Krishna just turned back and gave her a glance. And she became like a statue, stunned. Then after that, the gopis came inside. They opened the door. They came inside. They see the girl stunned. And they said, oh my God. At last, this girl has been struck by that black snake. That is a pastime until 12. Then, after go to the cow, when he sent all the cows for rearing, he and all his friends would be sit down, having lunch. Okay? 1 o'clock, that means 12 to 3 is lunch and rest. Then he'll be having so much of fun. Bhaja Bhakata Vatsala Sri Gaura Hari. Sri Gaura Hari Sobi Goshta Bihari. Read that song. Memorize the word. You understand how Krishna having fun, having prasadam. All right? Then after that, they take rest. Okay? Now what time? 6 to 9, 9 to 12, 12 to 3. Then 3 to 6, what happened? Krishna will be coming with his cows. Coming back after rearing the cows. After he come back from rearing the cows, that's why in astrological chart, around 3 p.m. to 6 p.m., there's a time for Goduli. go duli. Duli means dusi. In Tamil, we call tusi. Okay, or go dusi. That means that's the time, it's a very auspicious time. When the cow comes back, it produces so much of dust because millions of cows he reared and all the cows are coming back. Imagine all the cow come back. Imagine the whole area become very dusty. From far they can see the cloud of dust. They say, hey, Krishna is back. And Krishna will be coming majestically sitting on a cow. All the boys will be like jumping and dancing and see that's where go duli. That means 3 to 6. And he comes back, he takes his shower. The mother will start to what they call bathe him, wipe him, and there'll be a milk will be coming out from her breast, and that milk will wash him. That's why we do abhishek. Abhishek of Krishna is, that means in bathing him with the breast milk of Mother Yasoda. Then after 6 p.m. over, what he does? Evening. Then he will go sit under the tree and he'll be playing Murali. He press one note, he simply loved to agitate the gopis. He simply loved to agitate the gopis. He makes sure the gopis will become agitated so that they cannot concentrate in their household chores. The agitation starts from 6 to 9. Until they cannot tahan, 9, this thing, they throw everything down. Where they are breastfeeding a baby, tending the husband, cooking, boiling milk or whatever, because that by 9 o'clock all settled. Nowadays, everything, we only take dinner at 10 o'clock at night. But then 9 o'clock all settled. Okay, when everything settled, they just run to, that means 9 to 12, gopis sneaking out from the house, the pastime. And you can meditate how they sneak out. Then they come there, then 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock starts Rasa Leela. That is called Ashtakala. It's beautiful. Okay. Now, so that's when the devotee can know and adore the eternal and daily Leela of Krishna in 8 different periods. So whenever time that you're going to chant, remember the pastime, concentrate on the pastime. Anyway, so 8 different periods of the day. When he is deeply absorbed in it, when he goes deeply into it, he realizes his own self and also that of Krishna. The self-realized devotees are called Paramahansa, pure devotees. At that time of his departure from this world, the devotee, by the grace of Krishna, becomes an associated counterpart of ideal object of his worship in Vraja. Okay, we are not talking about Vaikuntha. So at the time of his departure from the world, the time of his leaving the body, the devotee, that also by the grace of Krishna, by the mercy of Krishna, okay, what happened? He becomes so absorbed and becomes an associate counterpart. Associated counterpart means what? Personal association of ideal object. That is Krishna. What is your ideal object? Some people like to, what is your meditation? Like some says, well, I always like to see Krishna playing with his boys. Achi Dudo, Kona Kondi, Gala Panjang, all the things that we play, also they play there. Some say, no, I want to be with him during Rasa Leela. Some, oh, I want to be his mother. I want to always cook for Krishna. I want to be, do the maid servant of Yasoda. So whatever mood you are in Vraja, you will attain that mood. And then Bhakti Vinod Thakur is telling the conclusion, thus attains the samam bonum of Nama Bhajan. What does this samam bonum means? Samam bonum means the completion of the process. First, we start a process. We start from here. We come down, come down, come down. So samam bonum means you have completed the process. You have achieved the completeness. Perfection. Perfected. You have perfected the Nama Bhajan. My dear Prabhus, mothers, all these just by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. When should all seekers after prema leave the stage of householder and accept sannyas? The fourth stage. When? Now another topic is saying, when should a person, a devotee who wants prema should take sannyasi? The answer is that be he basti or in solitude. The answer is that, so he's giving answer, Bhakti Vinod Thakur is telling, be he in basti. Basti means he live in society, living with the family, living in the town, living in your house, or living in a solitude, or living in the forest, or in an isolated place. Let it be even in the palace or bower. Either you can stay in a palace or you can stay in a hut. Okay, bower means like lower bowery. Bowery means like lower end, slump. In other words, slump. Let it be in the palace or let it be in the bower. But be he in the stage of grahastha. Let it be. Let him be in grahastha. Married with children, with family. Or let it be in vanaprastha. Or that means you have retired from a family life, taken vanaprastha. Let it be. Or even sannyasi. Oh, this gives me great ecstasy. In whatever stage he may be in, doesn't matter what stage he may be in, the prema rurukshu should prefer to live in that stage only which will be favorable to the attainment of prema. So the prema rurukshu, that means the madhyama adhika, they should prefer to live in the stage where, which will be favorable. If your grahastha family life is favorable, remain there. If you are living in a bowery, if it's favorable, okay. All right. And if it's going to be favorable, you are in palace, it's okay, you remain there. Doesn't matter at all. But one should at once desert the stage. At a moment, you should give up that place when it becomes a burden or antagonistic on his bhajan. When the place that can give you trouble or doesn't allow you to progress in your sadhana, you should desert the stage. Desert means what? Leave that place. Leave that place. Desert means throw away. Deserting. Throw away. Abandon it. At once. When it becomes a burden or antagonistic to his bhajan. When that situation going to be a trouble to his bhajan. We should not be sentimentally stuck in a place. The place is favorable, fair enough. If the place is not favorable, give it up. Is Braja Prema here? Oh, it's not here. Okay. All right. In this connection, in this stage, the lives of Srivas Pandit, Sri Pundarika Vidyanidhi, Sri Ramananda Roy, and other personal attendants of Krishna are worth recollection. Okay, this is the sum of the bhajans that we see. We should consider. They are all born as Paramahamsa. They all born as Paramahamsa. Ribu, Janaka, etc. In the days of yore means what? In the yesteryears, the day, I think many years ago, once upon a time. Now we call once upon a time. But in a traditional English, the days of the yore. The stage of yore. Do you all understand? Or in other words, in a simple English, once upon a time, there are seen to be Paramahamsa even though they led lives of a householder. There was Paramahamsa even in the householder. While on the contrary, finding household life to be detrimental and a bar of bhajan. Sri Ramanuja Swami, Swarupa Damodar Goswami, Madhavendra Puri Goswami, Haridas Thakur, Sri Sanatan Goswami, and Sri Raghunath Das Goswami all renounce the stage of household and accept sannyas. Do you all understand? Right? So, in the your, where is it? Okay. Now, we can see in the your, that means in the past, we have seen many examples. Okay, that what very example is example of where is it? The day of okay, seen that Paramahamsa. Okay, we have seen who is that person? Yeah, why is not? Why am I so confused now? Other person attending Krishna collection, seen Paramahamsa, even though they led household life, they Sri Bhajan, they Ramanuja. Okay, so now we have seen the lives of Srivas Pandit, Pundrik Vidyanidhi, and Ramananda. Okay, the example here we see Srivas Pandit, Sri Pundarikaksha Vidyanidhi, and Sri Ramananda Roy. They are all Paramahamsa, and they all led the life of a householder. Okay, they all are Paramahamsa, but they live a life in a household. That means they live in a family life. But there's another example when they find that household life become detrimental. If the husband, wife are not, the wife are not favorable, the children are not favorable, there's a struggle. What they did, they bar, okay, detrimental and bar. That means it's a detrimental, it's a troublesome, it's a stumbling block. And bar means what? Stopping. I bar you from doing that. They always say, don't do this, don't do that. They always give them trouble. At that moment, Sri Ramanuja Swami, you know the story, right? Sri Ramanuja Swami, his wife is a very strong caste mentality. She doesn't want, even Ramanuja Swami's Siksha Guru, what is his name? Tirukachi Nambi. Nambi. Illa, Nambina the Prabhu. Tamil வந்து நம்பினா பிரபு. அவர் பேர் வந்து திருக்கச்சி. Okay, so Tirukachi Nambi. So what happened? He is a Chettiar by caste. He's a Vaishya. Vaishya. When he wanted to invited him to have lunch, so he came. He went out to. He forgot something. He went to get something. He came there. The wife came, gave him food and everything outside. She didn't even allow him inside at the balcony veranda. Eat there. Then he come back. When he came back, Ramanuja came back. He saw the wife was washing and cleaning everything. Then he asked, "You haven't cooked yet?" "Oh, no. I've cooked already." Then did Tirukachi Nambi came? Yeah, he came, he ate and went. Really? Oh, I missed his prasadam. Then I said, why are you washing? No, he's from that caste, And he washed everything. She took the water and with the clothes on, pour on the head. That's one way of like Wang Sui. When he saw that, especially the way she acted to the pure devotee, he gave up his wife. Second is Swarupa Damodar Swami, Madhavendra Puri, Haridas Thakur, Sanatana Goswami, and Raghunath Das Goswami. All of them, they renounced the stage of householder and they accept sannyasi. So now we understand when we should, if the family is favorable, stay with them. If not favorable, leave them. Okay, we are not asking you to do that, but try your best and pray to Krishna that whole family will become favorable. But you have to be very strict in your decision. Krishna's loving beauty is so enamoring. What does that mean? Krishna's beauty is so enamoring. That means he's so attractive. Krishna, Bhaktivinoda Thakur could say, he's very attractive, very distinct. But beauty is so enamoring means what? It is so like, cannot explain. Or in other words, he's so handsome until he, எப்படி சொல்றது? Okay, I use a very nonsense term, the normal English term. Example, when you see a girl, the beauty is so enamoring. That means what? The beauty is, that means the girl is very sexy. All right? And creates a lust in the heart. Wow, look at that girl, so beautiful. Pop, your lust will appear. It triggers lust. Not admirable, Prabhu, Mataji. Admirable is different. I'm giving an example, say like, okay, for instance, when we see a person or whoever the opposite sex, they are so handsome or they are so pretty. When we look at them, we become like so absorbed until we feel the lusty desire. You understand, Mataji? Guru? So, okay, example, like nowadays, crazy people like to watch this Hindi movie. Why they love to see Hindi movie? Because the girls are basically acting like a prostitute, wearing a skimpy dress and dancing. It attracts the man and the enamoring and creates the lust. And the men, they all are muscular with a firm, beautiful six packs. Looking at them, the girls become lusty. Okay, that is what enamoring. Okay, now. So Krishna's loving beauty is so enamoring that even the god of lust, Yare, Kama Deva. Kama means lust. Deva means the person, demigod in charge of lust. Even the Kama Deva is charmed by him. Even the Kama Deva is already the god of lust. When he see Krishna, he even becomes charmed. Wow! By him and Krishna himself. Being charmed by his own beauty. What does that mean? Even Krishna himself being charmed by his own beauty. All right? Even he himself is charmed. Hey, why am I looking so good? Sometimes when we like to see in the mirror, oh my God, I look so handsome today. Wow, I look so pretty today. Like that. Even Krishna was being charmed by his own beauty and loveliness. Covets the pleasure enjoyed by the best of his lover, Sri Radha. Okay? Covets the pleasure enjoyed by the best of his lover, Sri Radha, by lovingly serving such a form as his. So Sri Radha is he himself, but appeared in the feminine form. So even covets the pleasure enjoyed. He appeared as a lady to enjoy himself. The best of his lover, who is Sri Radha, by lovingly serving him such form as his. So anointing himself with the luster and complexion of Sri Radha. Now the point. That is, anointing himself with the luster complexion of Sri Radha. So anointing himself, that means he appearing. Anointing means what? Like, see, when you put a mascara, you know, when you take some makeup, you know, you put in your eyes, they call anointing. Mai porradhu, mai adikkiradhu. Seriya? Anointing. All right. So anointing himself with the luster, that means the beauty and the complexion, the color of Sri Radha. Okay. Having been imbued by an ardent longing for love, because Sri Radha always wants Krishna's love. Sometimes when we read certain books, which I don't want to mention, you will be wondering, she just met him. After 5 minutes, she'll be start to yangran for him. She'll be lamenting for him. Oh, Krishna, I miss you so much. I think, what? Just met him. Okay, they just had a beautiful romantic relationship. Then he left. And that split second, Radharani will be lamenting. Oh, I miss him so much. That is much of attachment and love for Sri Radha. So I'm being imbued by an ardent longing for love. Krishna, okay? Krishna is ever dallying as an exemplary lover of himself. So that means Krishna dallying. That means with this thing, he had a pastime as an exemplary lover of himself. That means he himself loving him, he came in the form of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Then Sri Krishna, the essential nature, the supreme being, the only real and eternal truth, is the object of love. And Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, the possessor and distributor of that love. So Sri Mahaprabhu, only the male form, the form of Krishna, that's all. But his mood, is the thing, all is personification of Srimati Radharani. When we read Chaitanya Charitamrita, we'll be wondering, he basically will melt. You know? When you talk about Hare Krishna, when so because he's into that pure longing for love condition of Srimati Radharani. And he is the owner, he's the possessor, and he distribute that love to everybody. Come, take it. Sometimes we need to take at least 10, 20 pastimes, lifetime, just to understand a dot of it. But today, by the grace of Srila Prabhupada and our Acharyas, we are somehow or other here. Krishna simultaneously dallying with his dear consort. Okay, in the groves of Vrindavan. Simultaneously means what? Even Gauranga Mahaprabhu is the combination of Radha and Krishna here, are dallying with the love and distributing it to everyone. But at the same second, he is also dallying. He is also dancing and enjoying himself in the groves of Vrindavan and tasting the extract of love suckers flowing from the consort of as Gauranga at Navadvip. All right, flowing from his consort himself. Okay, himself singing Krishna's name. Himself. That means he himself singing his own name and teaching others how to love Krishna and sing his name. He himself, that means I myself singing my name, and then I'm going telling people how to sing my name. You understand? So he himself singing his name and teaching others how to love Krishna. So the teachings of Lord Chaitanya that has been imbued and that has been written by Sri Rupa Goswami and all the Acharyas in our parampara, it is the extension of the loving reciprocation of Radha to Krishna. You think about that. It's powerful. In doing so, he distinguishes pointedly the real name. He distinguishes pointedly the real name. So he distinguishes exactly the name. Like some say, no, I prefer to chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Oh, no, I prefer to chant Om Namo Narayanaya. But he distinguished pointedly the real name. The combination of the absolute prema. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. These 16 words is the summum bonum of the entire prema of Krishna in that. That's why we call this as Maha Mantra. But sometimes as a devotee, we take it for granted. Because when you're so familiar with something, you tend not to pay attention to it. Now, when we study this book, we understand, wow, where do I stand, man? So a distinct point is the real name. Identical with the object himself. Because we understood Hare means what? Thief and Radharani. Krishna. And Rama means open and close. Rama means open. Throw away everything. Ma means close. At the same time, Rama means reservoir of pleasure. So identical with the object himself. From the apparent of false one, which has taken profanely. Okay? Okay, object from apparent of false one. That means removing the apparent of false. That means not the real one, which is taken profanely, blasphemously, and in vain. Okay, so it distinguishes pointedly the name identical with the object himself from the false one. The false one, in other words, are taken in a blaspheme way, or that means in the place of like what do you call, like criticism or just imagination, giving imagination thought, or in vain or uselessly. He make it a point. So when he make a point, he pointed that others are blasphemously. That means it's like karpane or tandem or no point chanting that mantra. He made a point. Then he emphasizes. He make a strong point. In this Kali Yuga, worldly people indulge in what? In Kali Yuga, what people indulge? All right, these are the things that Kali Yuga people indulge. Number one, duplicity. Duplicity terima? Nadipu. Duplicate. Number two, intoxication. Number three, sensuality. They want to enjoy their senses. Number 4, killing of animals. Right? They love to kill animals and eat. Number 5, mercenariness. All right? Okay, mercenariness. That means what? Mercenary? Or unable to meditate upon and worship Vishnu. Okay? That means they don't have the real intelligence or concentration to meditate upon or worship Vishnu. And also perform Vedic sacrifice. Or in other words, not clean. So, the chanting of Krishna's name is the only meditation. Please mark this word. The chanting the holy name is the only meditation. The chanting of the holy name is the only sacrifice. What does that mean? It's not simply everything you just put a fire, swaha. No. If you have faith in holy name, we do not need to perform all this. For marriage, for death, for anything. Simply chant the holy name. It's the only sacrifice. Bhakti Vinod Thakur pressing the point. Then, this is the only worship in this Kali age. In Kali Yuga, this is the only worship. Not any other kind of worship. The name is the means. The name is the only way. And the name is the end. Means what? The mean of achieving. Means your beginning. And the name is the end. Namam, Arambam, Namam, Mudivu. இந்த ஆரம்பமும் முடிவு தவிர நடுவுல வேற எதுவுமே இல்லை. பரிகாரம் பண்றது, யாகங்கள் வளர்க்கிறது, பரிகாரம், யாகம், தொட்டத்துக்குலாம் அது இது, all that are no. Why? Yana, in Kali Yuga, people are duplicity. You can't get a proper Brahmana. Okay? Proper, they only can pretend to look like a Brahman. And their mercenariness. Okay, let me get a proper word for that. Mercenary meaning. Okay. Okay. Correct. Mercenary means, okay, the word mercenary means money-minded. Okay. Mercenariness means money-minded. Cold of selfish. Okay, also called as selfish. Okay, mercenary means money-minded or selfish. Nowadays, you tell me where got Brahmana who are not interested in money. How can you find a Brahmana who say, I come and do it wholeheartedly? They're coming for money. They're doing it for money. Money, money, money. Okay, is the honey in the crazy world. There's a song, right? Yeah. Duplicity and selfishness, money-minded. When they, in that mood, when they chant the mantra, or the mood is not there, how are they going to create auspiciousness? Therefore, the only meditation, the only sacrifice, the only worship, and the only beginning and the only end is name, name, name. Nothing but name. But at the same time, it should be noted that with utmost care, all right, also must be noted with utmost care means you have to really pay attention that Krishna's name is not a mere combination of letters. Krishna's name is not simply combination of H-A-R-E, K-R-S-N-A, H-A-R-E, R-A-M-A. Not that. Or not just utterance. Or not just a word. Now I'm saying Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. It's not just the word. It is not just the saying. But it's an appearance and it's not identity. Okay. But it should be noted with utmost care, carefully, that Krishna's name, okay, name is not mere combination of letter or utterance, okay, or an appearance is not identity. That means it appearance without form. That means the word is appearing. That means the word is there, combination is there, It is just a word, but there's no form behind it. All this we must be very careful. All right, like that. So, like example, okay, so you understand, eh? It is not mere combination of letter. It's not the simply the saying the words, or at the same time, also we must understand it is not without identity. Okay, the fire and the glowworm, those similar in appearance. Okay, so when we see the fire and the glowworm, okay, one part we see fire, another part we see glowworm. You know glowworm, the புழுவு வெளிச்சமா இருக்கும். The fire and the glowworm both look same in appearance. Both look same, but not identical. You got it? Because fire is fire, worm is worm. Both look alike, but not identical. Now, this next statement. The minutest spark means what? The small spark, the smallest of the smallest spark of fire, set consciously or unconsciously, whether seriously or playfully, will instantaneously burn an unflammable thing. What does that mean? Even the smallest of the smaller fire spark, niruputuli, whether we put the fire consciously, sometimes when you do that, when you pray, when you on the lighter, first fire comes, sometimes the spark will come. Okay, whether we set it consciously or accidentally, unconsciously, seriously or simply playfully, it can instantly burn an inflammable thing. All right, so it can burn everything, whereas 1,000 glowworm will not be able to do that. What does that mean? So even a smaller spark can create a big fire, but if there is a 1,000 glowworm, it can never create a fire, even in 1,000 years. Therefore, Krishna's name is identical with Krishna himself. And not only that, it's pregnant with all the properties. That means it has pregnant, that means it says it has all the properties, everything, attributes of Krishna. He have everything and also have all the qualities of Krishna. So his name, unlike like other name, is full of energy, perfect, eternal, pure, devoid of illusion, then eternally free. All right. So the aurora of sunrise. What is aurora of sunrise? In Tamil, we call Surya Oli. Oh, no. Aurora. Okay, say when the sun is about to rise, you can see some kind of aurora. It's a kind of light. Okay, during the twilight zone. You know, from the darkness, the sun is coming up. You can see kind of like என்ன சொல்றது, like aura, right? It just the sun haven't come yet, but about to come, the வெளிச்சம் வருதுல, they call as aurora. So what it says, even before the sunrise, there's a little light is sufficient to dispel the darkness of night. Yes or not? The sun haven't come yet, but even the aurora is enough to create brightness and to drive the wild animals to their lairs. That means what? They drive the wild animals back to their camp. To drive away the thieves and the dacoits to their resorts. Thief means what? Thirudanga. Dacoits, valipari thirudanga. Dacoit means the one that, like, you know, when people are going, they stop them and rob them. Highway robbers, dacoits, or the gangsters. All right. So that means it's enough to make the wild animal go back to their shelter, and also enough to make the thief and the dacoits back to their resort. It enables us to distinguish the various objects of senses. That's when we can start to see our things. You know, we can see the varieties of objects, and ushers the advent of the glowing lamp in heaven. So Namaba stops poverty from planting our pillows with thorns. So Namabas means chanting even with offenses. Stops poverty from planting our pillows with thorns. That means, in other words, it can stop poverty. That means it can imagine when you're having a pillow, the pillow got thorns. Can you sleep? It prick you. So it can stop that. Okay, it also can destroy our worldly hankering. What is hankering? It can stop our worldly hankering. And it can also dispel. Dispel means remove our illusory gloom. Illusory gloom means what? Our illusion. That means with this and all the illusory knowledge. Remove and dispel our illusory gloom. Illusory imagination. Illusory ownership. This is my house. All the illusion will be removed. So that we may see the name face to face. Where do you do this? Even in Namabas. So, go on chanting, even if you are not ready. Go on chanting, even you think you are not steady. Whether you are ready, whether you are steady, whether you are free, don't worry. Just go on chanting. I have seen it. When people say, I cannot give up beef, I cannot give up pork, I cannot give up alcohol, doesn't matter. You drink your beer, you drink your alcohol, you eat your beef, you eat your pork, doesn't matter. Carry on. I just tell them, add Maha Mantra in your life. And that Maha Mantra will dispel all these things. Everything will be doomed. At that moment, we may see the name face to face. That's the beginning. We have to start somewhere. When the ever-burning sun peeps out of the eastern horizon, that is, we are talking about aurora, enough to dispel the darkness. But now when the sun rises and it gives a ever-burning, when the sun rises, it's burning, it's hot, burning. So when the sun really rises out of the eastern horizon, what happened? It's ever effulgent rays, unlimited is effulgent. The rays is like so bright now. So the rays make us see it face to face. Where now we can see the sun. We can feel its golden rays. And it can enable us to see all objects bathed therein. And all object means we can see all the objects which is this thing. So now at night, I cannot see anything. I cannot see anything on my table. But when the sun rises, I can see all the objects that is illuminated from the sun. That's why it's bathed therein. The sun is seen, felt by us. How? With its own rays and heat. Not by the help of any other glowing object. We don't take the torchlight to see the sun. Do you? Hey, where's the sun? Huh? Open the torchlight and point out, oh, is there a sun there? No. We are seeing the sun by its own rays, by its own glowing. We do not need any other object to see the sun. All right? So the brightest candle of the universe put together cannot make the sun visible to us. We can take all the candles, the brightest light candle or projector, what they call the spotlight, whatever it is. We shoot. We take all the things and do it simultaneously. We still cannot put together all these to show the sun visible. We cannot see the sun. Okay? When our dreamy nights are when our dreamy nights are at the end. So what does it mean? When the dreamy nights are at the end. That means when the night is about to over. When we shake off our torpor. When we shake off, get up, now like stretching. Open our eyes. Turn them to the east. Turn them to the east. That means take the eyes, put on the east. We see the sun of the holy name with all its glories and beauty. Hare Krishna. With this, we end our discussion on Harinam Cintamani. Hare Krishna. Any questions? Isn't it very ecstatic? My dear Prabhus and mothers? Yes.
Prabhu, Prabhu,
Yes. Yes.
last one. Saman Bohan, that one, the compile of Leelas. Is it reciprocating on the Leelas of Krishna? Samam Bonam of.
Samam bonum. Samam bonum.
Yes, that's the one.
Okay. You asking what is samam bonum means, is it?
In compile. What do you mean
Okay.
by compile?
Samam bonum means complete. முழுமை அடைந்தது. சமம் போனோம்னா முழுமை.
Anything to do with the 16 times?
No, no. இல்ல சமம் போனம் என்ன அர்த்தம்னா முழுமை அடைந்தது அர்த்தம். முழுமை அடைஞ்சிட்டு அப்போ வந்து இப்ப say like how can I put it, the knowledge the knowledge of the Vedas are samam bonam. அப்பனா வந்து என்ன அர்த்தம்னா the knowledge of the Veda Bhagavatam is complete samam bonam. அதுக்கு மேல எதுவுமே இல்ல. There's nothing other than this. That's why there's a word called samam bonam. Okay, Prabhu? Okay. Anyone got any comment? Any takeaway? Anything that you like to share?
ஹரே கிருஷ்ண பிரபு.
Yes, Mataji.
பிரபு ஸ்பிரிச்சுவல் மாஸ்டர் பத்தி சொல்லியிருந்தீங்களே, ராதாகிருஷ்ணா வந்து அந்த அவுட்மோஸ்ட் பிளேஜர்ல இருப்பாங்க 3 மணி வரைக்கும். அதுக்கப்புறம் மங்களார்த்தி செய்யறப்ப ஒரு ஸ்பிரிச்சுவல் மாஸ்டரை பத்தி நம்ம பாடுறப்ப அது கிருஷ்ணர் வந்து ரொம்ப ப்ளீஸ் பண்ணோம், நம்ம கேட்டதெல்லாம் கொடுப்போம் சொல்லியிருந்தீங்க. என்னோட கேள்வி என்னன்னாக்கா, நேற்று உள்ள கிளாஸ்ல வந்து இனிஷியேஷன் இஸ் லெஸ் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் சொல்லி பக்தி வினோத் தாக்கூர் எழுதியிருந்தாரு. நீங்க கோட் பண்ணி சொன்னீங்க. So why is there is two contradictory things?
Okay. Yesterday I said Bhakti Vinod Thakur wrote initiation is not important. Then what is important?
Take instruction.
From who?
From Siksha Guru?
No, from a pure devotee.
Okay.
When you take instruction from the pure devotee, when the pure devotee give you instruction, what is your relationship?
Spiritual master, Guru Shishya Mari.
Guru Shishya disciple, yes. So when that relationship, where is going to end up?
End up in disobedience association, Prabhu.
End up in initiation.
So அப்ப ஏன் அது இன்டைரக்டா அப்படி சொல்றாங்க? புரியல பிரபு.
ஏன்னா என்ன சொல்றாங்கன்னா, like if there's an argument says, can I attain Krishna without Guru? Can. Like some people say, why I should have a physical Guru, human being? Allah சொல்றாங்களா இல்லையா? He's another human being. You got to tell me. Okay, fair enough. You don't need to have a Guru. Okay, fair enough. You do not need to have a Guru. Okay. But to learn the secret of this mantra, you have to associate, you have to go and seek the information from a pure devotee.
So end of the story வந்து அவங்க எப்படி இருந்தாலும் குரு சிஷ்யர் ஆயிருவாங்க. கரெக்ட்டா பிரபு?
கரெக்ட் தான்.
ஓகே, இன்டைரக்டா சொல்றாங்க. இது வந்து
இப்ப நம்ம சொல்றோம்ல,
அடம் பிடிக்கிறவங்களுக்கு வந்து
இல்ல like sometimes like அடம் பிடிக்க அந்த மாதிரி இருக்காங்களே. Okay, like sometimes we say, all right, okay, like for instance when devotee comes to our Krishna conscious, what we say, look here, just chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Okay, taste the mantra. Hey, chant Hare Krishna, feel good. Okay, now you just come and do 1 or 2 little things. Okay, அப்ப என்னது, இதுதான் பஞ்சை.
பெரிய மீன் பிடிக்குது
இல்ல, வலையில மாட்டிக்கிட்டா என்ன பண்ணுவோம்?
பிடிச்சி இழுத்துருவோம்.
Go to the kitchen and wash the pot.
அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பிரபு. நான் புரியுது. தேங்க்ஸ் பிரபு. இன்னொரு क्वेश्चन இருந்துச்சுன்னா நான் மறந்துட்டேன் பிரபு, உங்களுக்கு நான் டெக்ஸ்ட் பண்றேன்.
Fantastic, right? How do you feel?
Yes,
Really fantastic.
I'm so happy to join the discussion, Prabhu. So enlightening.
No, last year we read that. I don't remember we went to this level of ecstasy, I think.
Last time na illa Prabhu.
Oh, you were not there during Harinam Cintamani?
Illa Prabhu, na nectar of devotion la start panna.
Oh, அப்படியா? Okay, okay. Yeah. Chong Fukwing Prabhu, you were there, right? Last year when we discussed Nectar of Harinam Cintamani. Chong Prabhu?
Yes,
Chaitanya Dayal. You were there, right, last year?
yes,
This is the second round for you, right?
yeah,
Big difference, right? Last year and this year?
yeah, different. It's a bit, what do you call, higher study. Seems like that.
Yeah. I think if next year we're going to discuss this again, I think we all can go into trance already. Okay. I suggest those who don't have this book, print this book and keep it, and make sure you read at least 1 or 2 paragraphs on a daily basis. Now we have understood the full glories of this holy name. This holy name is the summum bonum. There's nothing other than this. No yagya, no parigara, nothing. Just the holy name. We must have full faith in that holy name. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the form, the male form is only Krishna. But he took the attributes of Srimati Radharani. The attribute of Srimati Radharani always longing for the love of Krishna. And she came and gave. She said, if you can chant this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, you can come to that level of longing for love of Krishna. You can attain the highest perfection of Krishna consciousness. But at the same time, the word of warning, make sure you don't get involved in any aparat. All the 10 offenses, we must remember by heart. The 10 offenses are very, very, very dangerous, especially the first offense, blaspheming the devotee. Simply breaking a devotee's heart for the sake of politics, for the sake of making a showing off, or to belittle a person. All these are very dangerous situations. But of course, in Kali Yuga, there is a standard. Everywhere there's a standard to show the superiority, to make a person look like a fool, to revenge. All these kind of things are very common. Now, since we have studied this book, we should, in that time, so now we understand the final, this thing, what Bhakti Vinod Thakur is saying. If there is an impediment, if there's a challenges in your path to prema, give up that place at once and look for a place where it's going to be very conducive. Okay. What are the qualities of Kali Yuga? Okay. People are cunning. People are selfish. Okay. And people are demoniac. And in Kali Yuga, basically, all of us have that quality. Because in Kali Yuga, they said only the demons take birth in Kali Yuga. So we are all asuras. But we are considered the fortunate asuras. So what we should do? Our inbuilt character of being cunning, being selfish, and with demoniac propensity. Okay, what is a demon? What is a good quality of a demon? All right, this is the topic yesterday I was talking. Okay, what is a good quality of a demon? The demon got one.
Determiner இருப்பாங்க பிரபு.
Correct, determination. The demons are one good quality. They are very determined. That's why you see Hiranyakasipu can meditate until the half of the body were eaten up by termites. Ravana can cut one of his head, cut one by one head and offer. All right? They are very determined. So now when we are under the demoniac propensity, what we should do? First, we have to be cunning. Cunning means for what? All right? You can tell me whatever you want to tell me. I can shake my head, but deep in my heart, I will never agree to things which is against my sadhana. You got it? Let's use the cunningness in a positive way. People can say anything. Yeah. Okay. I'll shake your head, but no, you're cunning. Number 2, selfish. All right. I got a devotee here in Ipoh. He chants 64 rounds every day, inspired through our class. Every day he chants 64 rounds. All right. When it comes to chanting, he will never compromise anything when it comes to chanting. He had set his time. Even during our AGM, Or even once he went for a national conference, national meeting in KL. When he set his time, when he saw the itinerary, the discussion going to be from this time to this time. When he saw the time was until that day, he just got up and said, I'm so sorry, Prabhu, I've got my sadhana to do. He just left. Even during our AGM in Ipoh, he will leave. He can't give a damn. So, selfishness, well applied. Number 3, determination, the quality of a demon, a good quality of a demon. We have to be very determined. I want to achieve prema, determination. Nothing should shake your determination. Now, when we read this Harinam Cintamani, we are further convinced. We are further convinced how powerful and wonderful is this beautiful holy name. When anybody going to be the detrimental, let it be your relation, let it be your social status, I rather give them up and remain in my determination. You got it? Like this Friday is my cousin's wedding. That's why my uncle called me up. You want to sing Ang Pao from Singapore and all these kind of things. And they're all the family members, everybody's gathering. The whole entire Jing Bang is gathering. And among the brothers is one of my cousin brother, a very small boy. Second last line, our boys, among the boys. He was really looking forward for me. I said, okay, I'll come. Then after that, they said, no, then next day, Saturday night, I said, forget it. I don't do it anymore. Because last time I used to drink. All right? I said, nothing doing. Then after that, I know all the other cousin brothers see, some of my cousins are very opulent, very rich, filthy rich. I told my wife, today is what? Wednesday, day after tomorrow. Okay, Friday. We go, attend the wedding. Okay. Then after that, followed by their dinner or whatever, until 10, 11 o'clock, we are coming back home straight. We are not going to put up in anyone's house or what, because that's the determination that I have. Even though they are my very beloved relation, cousin brother, I rather don't have that. I don't want to have their association. So this is the kind of determination that I am preparing for myself. You know, because go there, the first thing they ask, oh, Samyari, oh, the monk is here. You know, they used to make fun and all. But I'm not worried about that. But what I'm saying is, having a very fragile mind, looking at all these kind of things. Like that. So these are the things. So we have to be very determined. And you know, another thing is what? Friday is Ekadasi. And my auntie was telling, at least one Ekadasi, nothing doing. No. So they are preparing from Nadia Cafe or something like that. They're preparing some vegetarian or something. I mean, some Ekadasi Prashadam. That is the thing. We should be very determined. Why we should compromise? When people can be fanatic for some mundane religion, people can be fanatic for some mundane language, people can be very determined for some mundane ideology. But now the question is, why not I be determined in my path to perfection? My path to perfection. Why shouldn't I? Why I should compromise? If I compromise, I only pleasing them and I'm destroying my consciousness. Is that worth it? Not at all. Let them call me. In fact, my wife used to tell me, if you're going to go on like this soon in the future, your children's wedding, who going to come? I say, it doesn't matter. I got my Vaishnava devotee friends. I got devotees. They are very dear. Even we fight, we quarrel, whatever we do, but devotees are always devotees. We have the association. No point having the whole world as your friend. But all of them are not distinct. Okay. So that's a kind of determination we have to create. How to tolerate if a person mock on us, Prabhu, although being determined. Mocking on you means that shows that you are superior to them. They are inferior to you. All right. The superior people, the people around your ideology, according to your same level of intelligence, they don't mock you. The mocking will be done by the foolish people. You understand? Muru Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu. Understand, Prabhu.
Yeah. Say like, for instance, say like, okay, now let's go back to your schooling time. All right. There'll be a boy who are or girl who are top scholar, right? Top of the class. Yes or not? During your school time, she always or he always number one.
Yes, Prabhu.
And sometimes the boy who are not very intelligent like to go and bully that boy, mock him. Have you seen that?
Not really. I have heard lah, but I never seen.
You have never seen any top students in your school, is it?
I have seen, but I had never seen lower standard mocking at them. I never
Not
seen before.
lower standard. Not lower standard. I'm talking about the boy, say like, for instance, is a number one in whole school.
Okay.
And some boys who are really not like study type. They like to mock that person. Have you seen that?
I think I never seen, Prabhu. I think I haven't seen yet.
Oh,
I
you
have heard lah, but I
won't
haven't
see
seen.
it again also.
Yeah, I haven't seen yet.
Okay. Because in my school, I got a friend who is guy, I still remember his name, Chi Chun Hui. He's always number one in the school. And I got another group of plus, then they used to make fun of him. And that boy can speak very good Tamil. Okay, because I think he's born in estate or he was taken by the Indian, what they call? Indian babysitter. You know what happened? Allah, you know what they say? Vandutanda Medavi. Medavi, Padipali, Bemali, apply this one again. Or in other words, they say, oh, here comes an educated one who looks educated but a bloody fool or something like that. They used to make fun of him, mocking. You understand, Mataji, my term? Or what I'm trying to tell?
Yes, understanding, yes.
Yes. So when you see someone is mocking you, you should just feel sorry for them. Okay? Because your determination leads your destination. You're determined to go that destination, that is your destination, right? So like that. Just like how our forefathers left India and came to Malaysia. They were determined. They are very, very determined. They leave the country, come here. If they're hesitant, do you think they'll do that? Maybe they came halfway, they run back. So like that. So that is the determination. So we have to be very determined what I want to do in my life. Since we are studying this kind of books, my determination is now, I want to achieve the level of prema. I'm chanting 16 rounds. Now I determine I want to chant 64 rounds. Okay. I struggle. It's okay. Determine. Make that determination. Eventually, Krishna will guide you. Yeah. 64 rounds. After you come to the level of 64 rounds, you will be wondering. Even Bhakti Brahad Bhagavata Maharaj said, you know what is the most toughest way of chanting? 16 or 64? I say 16. Everybody says 16. I say no. The toughest one is 16 rounds. The easiest one is 64. I say, how is that possible? How is that possible? Then now I realize. Because after 16, you go on an auto run. Your tongue will start to vibrate in a different way. Right? So like that. So we have to make a determination what I want to do in my life, what I want to achieve in my life. You have to make the goals and determination, because even in life, you have to have determination. Like the parents are so determined that I want to make my child a doctor. And they basically slog like a bull, work hard day and night so that I can educate my daughter or son to become a doctor. I remember that. It happened in my thing, because I thought I will be a monk, so I refused. But my sister, she wanted to be a doctor, another sister wanted to be a pharmacist, especially the doctor's sister. My father basically worked day and night. Until my father's name is Jagannathan, and they used to call a short form, they call him Jega, and they gave him a nickname called OT Jega. What is OT means? Overtime Jega. He goes to work 8 o'clock in the morning. He comes back home at 10 o'clock at night. Of course, he was an assistant pharmacist. At that time, they introduced overtime for the pharmacist. He worked day and night so that he can make that extra income. But of course, now they stopped it. You must have everybody given a quota for overtime. Not like that time. I mean, I'm talking about 20, 25 years old. They can go doing overtime like crazy. So determined. Work day and night. Nothing could stop him. Just to educate his daughter, my sister, to become a doctor, dentist. So the same thing. Because this is all Kali Yuga qualities. cunningness, selfishness, determination, all these kind of Kali Yuga qualities. Why not we apply it in our spiritual life? Okay. With that note, any questions, any comment further? So whatever you felt about this class, maybe you can put it in the group. Okay. Yes, Rajendran Prabhu, you want to say something?
Prabhu, one clarity here. There's one Nawat VP Gauranga. He's referred to Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Yes. Mahaprabhu is Gauranga, Chaitanya
Uh-huh.
Mahaprabhu. Navadvip means is the place.
Where he was born.
Yes, Navadvip is Mayapur, India.
Oh, and then his consorts, who are the consorts here?
What is it?
Flowing from his consort. Who he referred
Consort.
to?
Consort is
Yeah.
wife.
Oh, husband and wife, huh?
Hmm.
So then he had to sing the name of Harinam mantra and get blissful. Talking his pastimes in
Navadvip.
Navadvip.
The place that he had is pastimes, yeah.
Oh, okay, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu, for clarity.
Okay. Nice. Okay. So thank you so much for giving me a great pleasure to have a discussion, wonderful discussion with every one of you. All of you, such a wonderful people, wonderful devotees. And I'm so honored to be in your association. We had a truly, I don't know how to explain my kind of feeling that I'm running through my mind and my heart. It's really truly a fantastic moment in time. Okay. So with this, we end the session for 2025 study marathon today. And starting from the next session on Srimad Bhagavatam, we will start on March. Okay, on the March, I have not decided the day. I will look for an auspicious day. And on that day, we start our studies of Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. And if any of your friends, whoever want to study Srimad Bhagavatam, either live classes or they are willing to go back and listen to our recording, they are all welcome to join. Okay. And that's why, because Srimad Bhagavatam, I really want to have, because we are going to have a 3 years journey. So I hope that if you miss the class, go back to the recording. So you don't get missed out. Okay. So starting from March, back to back, Monday to Friday, back to back, every day we're going to have a Krishna Katha from Srimad Bhagavatam. And hopefully we will complete and without any challenges or any disease. Okay. So till then, my dear Prabhus and mothers, if I've said anything wrong, if I've offended anyone, please kindly forgive me. Maybe in the flow of words, if I used any words or hurt anyone, kindly forgive me. My intention is to make a point, but not to make any offenses. So always remember the 10 offenses by heart. Okay, we must remember the 10 offenses by heart. Keep all the offenses, keep all the things, write it down, okay, and memorize the 10 offenses. Okay, it's very, very important. Sharia. So then other than that, so hope that you all can take this chanting very seriously. Till we meet again in the month of March, have a beautiful, wonderful day. Vancha kalpata rubhyascha, kripa sindhubevacha, paditanam pavinebhyo, vaishnavebhyo, namo namaha. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Haridas
Harinam
Thakur
Cintamani ki jai.
Vinod Thakur ki jai. Gaura Premanande. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Appreciate.
Bye.
Wrong side. Oh, no problem, Mangala Rukmini Mataji. I know you clicked wrongly. No problem. Hare Krishna. Hare.
Prabhu, Hare
Gauranga.